Hi everyone, today's video is about the side quest Arrowhead and Magic Arrow. This quest is a time-sensitive task that becomes available shortly after completing Speak of the Devil. If Henry fast travels to Grund at the start of the Devil's Pack, he may encounter a sleeping man on the road between Devil's Den and Grund. Approaching and speaking with him reveals Karel, who requests Henry's help carrying a sack to his camp. Henry must pick up the sack Karel leaves behind and follow him to the encampment, engaging in conversation along the way. Upon arrival, Henry must drop the sack in the designated area, mirroring Karel's action. After completing the task, Henry can speak with Karel to receive a reward, officially finishing the quest. If Henry has already started the Magic Arrow, this quest will no longer be available. The Magic Arrow quest begins when Henry speaks with Pasha at Devil's Den and agrees to help him retrieve an arrow lodged in the skull of his former chief, Karel. Henry can search the cemetery or speak with the Gravedigger, who reveals that Karel was buried outside the cemetery wall near a willow tree. After digging up the grave and retrieving the arrow, Henry returns to Devil's Den, where Hare intercepts him, asking for the arrow instead. Henry can either hand it over and ending the quest immediately, or refuse, leading to a speech check. Passing makes Hare leave, while failing results in a fight. If Henry keeps the arrow, he must locate Pasha's camp in the marked area. Pasha requests that Henry shoot him in the head with the arrow, mimicking Karel's fate. Henry can talk his way out for a reward or fire a crossbow, causing Pasha's death and making the bandits flee, allowing Henry to loot the camp. You can check out the full playthrough video right after this.
Hey!
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Resting. I've been lugging these sacks for ages now, so I decided to take a load off. But I can tell you, it ain't too comfortable here.
I was afraid you were dead. Whenever I see someone lying by the road, it usually ends up being trouble.
Don't worry, I'm fine. You never just lay down under a tree.
Ah, of course I have. But to tell you the truth, it's not always the safest option. This one time, I laid down in a meadow, and some bastards stole my boots.
That's what you get for sleeping like a log, lad. You make it easy for the thieves. I'm a light sleeper. Ain't nobody taking my old boots.
Look, you know you have something sticking out of your forehead, right? It looks a bit like a horn.
A horn? Nobody's called it that yet.
What is it, then?
It's an arrow. Well, what's left of it, that is. A metal arrowhead and a bit of a wooden shaft. It used to be longer, but I broke it off after I nearly took a wench's eye out with it.
Ah. Now, I heard of a bloke who took an arrow to the knee.
Ha! To the knee? That's nothing. You could go dancing the next day with a scratch like that. But have you ever heard of anyone who took one to the head and lived to tell the tale?
I can't say I have.
Well, you have now. If it was an ordinary arrow, I'd be pushing up daisies. But it ain't the slightest bit ordinary.
And what's so extraordinary about it?
One thing that's extraordinary is we hardly know each other, yet you keep asking questions. How about you tell me who you are first? Talking to strangers ain't the safest these days.
I'm Henry, the son of a blacksmith from Skalitz.
Oh, fuck. I heard about Skalitz. I heard it was real bad.
That it was.
Well, at least you got out in one piece. Look, the name's Karel. Folk call me Karel Arrowhead. On account of, well, you know.
How come the arrow didn't kill you then?
Because it ain't no ordinary arrow.
You said that already.
Thing is, it's a magic arrow.
Yeah, right.
You don't believe me, do you? Sometimes I get mixed up in, let's say, some confrontation. And sometimes things get a bit dicey. I was always getting beaten up, wounded, battered. But ever since I had this arrow in my noggin, not a damn thing. No wounds, no bruises. Nobody can hurt me. They haven't a chance.
Well, that could very well be a coincidence. You're just lucky.
It ain't no coincidence. It's a gift from God. This arrow here blessed me.
Doesn't it hurt? Looks like a nasty wound.
Look, when God blesses you, you accept it for what it is.
So does it hurt?
Hurts like hell. And it fucked my eyesight up a bit. But that don't matter. It's still a gift from God.
Do you think it could be taken out? Can I touch it?
If you touch it, I'll rip off both your arms, shove them up your arse, and make you clap.
Easy! Easy now! I was just asking. No need to get upset. You're worried I'd get the magic too, eh?
No, I'm worried that you wouldn't march and step, and I wouldn't like that.
Why do you think God chose you to be blessed? What did he do to deserve it?
Well, I suppose all them good things what I did in my life. I take care of my people. I'm a good person is all. I reckon God's pleased with me.
I understand. You're simply undefeatable.
Exactly, lad. A whole year without a scratch. A whole year. And me and my lads got ourselves into some dodgy situations, I'll tell you that. But enough chat. I've got to get back to the camp. I've got a proposition for you. You lug one of them sacks here for me, and we can talk some more along the way. What do you say?
What's in these sacks, anyway?
Just stuff what folk leave lying around unattended. These days, everyone locks up their cottages. Sties, coops, and who knows what else. They keep their valuables in their chests. Folk are plenty nervous. And then, they go and leave a couple of sacks of charcoal lying around outside. And when you see something lying around, it'd be a sin to let it get rained on, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Wet charcoal doesn't burn very well. Good thing you took it. And what are you going to do with this charcoal?
What do you mean? It's charcoal. It always comes in handy. So, will you help me?
Well, I can't let you lug them all on your own.
Glad to hear it. Ooh. Them sacks are heavy as fuck, but I couldn't just leave them behind. Man can be invincible, and blessed by God, but 2 sacks of charcoal is still 2 sacks of charcoal.
How can you be so sure you can't get hurt? Maybe you were just incredibly lucky up until now.
The answer's easy. I just know. When I got hit with this here arrow, I was out of it for 3 days. I just lay there for 3 days. Everyone thought I was dead, but I kept on breathing. I had this vision of someone. He had this glow around him. He must have been a saint. He spoke to me. Real kind-like. On the 3rd day, I woke up, just like Jesus, and I knew everything was different. That I was a changed man, and there was no turning back.
How is it you got shot? Was it during a battle?
Well, it wasn't exactly a battle. One of the men, Hare, brought a keg. He said it was communion wine, but who knows where he got it, because it was damn strong. But regardless, we all had some good fun, though the morning after wasn't too good. Right at the crack of dawn, I had to go and have a shit, so I head into the bushes. But that woke Pasha up. He was still so drunk, he thought he had a boar.
So he shot you in the bushes?
A direct hit, right in the forehead. And for that, Lord, I thank you.
Well, God does all sorts of things. Maybe the invincible Karel with his arrow is all just part of his plan.
Exactly. Just like he sent you to help me with the sack. And don't worry, we're almost there now. I'd like to see one. I've seen a talking bird, so why not a dancing bear?
What? What are you...
I dropped that sack over there, but... Look here. Don't you mind just leading me right into your camp? What if I let slip that you lot are here?
Why would you do that? You wouldn't get any reward for this band of nobodies anyway.
I suppose not.
Thanks for the help, lad. I'm glad you happened by and stopped to talk to me. Not everyone is willing to help. It's a rare sight these days.
I'm glad to be of help.
Here's some ale money. And I wish you good luck in these wild times. May God's favor be with you. But now, you should get going. The fellas get nervous when there's strangers around. The Lord be with you.
The innkeeper said you need help with something. What's this about?
Nothing gets past you, eh?
Yeah.
Wait a mo. I know you. We've met before.
Well, it's possible. I've met a lot of people.
I know. You helped our Karel out, remember? You carried some sacks together to our camp.
Oh, yeah. You're with that fellow with the arrow in his head, right?
Exactly.
Ah, how could I forget? It's not every day you meet a fellow with a wooden shaft sticking out of his head.
So we'll have to have a drink to his memory together.
Well, something happened to him.
Aye. Our dear Karel passed away.
Oh? What happened?
Well, everything went to shit. Everything that could have gone wrong, went wrong. We wanted to rob a convoy. A bit of gold, a lot of booze, and 3 guards at most. Only there were a lot more of them fuckers.
Shit.
It was a bloodbath. I don't even know how we managed to escape. But Karel got left behind. They picked him up and took him away. It's all fucked.
Well, if they picked him up, he doesn't have to be dead. Maybe he's locked up somewhere.
If only. But that's not what happened. They strung him up. There was nothing to be done. We fell right into their trap, like lambs to the slaughter.
Fuck. What are you gonna do now? Without a leader?
Well, I'm the leader now, but it doesn't matter. Because as soon as we show up anywhere, we're dead.
Are they looking for you?
There's a price on our heads. But more importantly, without the power of Karel's arrow, we're lost.
And maybe you'll be fine even without the arrow. Karel was a good man, but maybe the arrow wasn't magic. It could have all just been a coincidence.
You're dead wrong. Before the arrow, we were just a bunch of hopeless wretches, and Karel was the biggest one of all.
What? How come?
The fool couldn't fight. He was useless with a sword, and every skirmish left him with a wound. Once, he was running through the forest, and he got impaled on a tree branch! Would you believe it? Even a tree could beat the fella. But then the miracle hit him. Once, he told me that when he was out of it that time, he heard some saint speak to him. It completely changed him.
When I listen to you, the hair stands up on the back of my neck. It's not the kind of story I hear every day.
Look, you're looking for a job, and we need that arrow. How about you help us? I'll pay you handsomely.
What do you have in mind?
Well, I need someone to find Karel's body. And to get, well, to pull that arrow out of him.
Are you shitting me? You want me to yank it out of his skull?
Oh, I know, it sounds nasty. But Karel would agree to it. I'm sure he wouldn't want us to end up dead. He'd happily give us the arrow.
That's a job for someone with an iron stomach.
It's nothing too complicated. Find Karel's body and pull out the arrow. That's it. So then, will you help us?
This is just about the oddest thing anyone's ever asked me to do. And I've had some odd requests, but All right. I'll help you. Where should I look for him?
Well, that's the problem. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, we're off to a great start.
Hold your horses. I've got a bit of a lead. Our whole plan with the caravan went to shit near Sedlets. They've got a cemetery there, and I heard there was a bit of a commotion about the last execution. The local gravedigger lives near the cemetery. I'm sure he'll know something. That's about all I know. We can't go round asking questions. That'll cost us our necks.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
If you manage to get the arrow, bring it here.
Whoa!
When is the last time you buried an executed man?
Why do you care?
I promised his wife I'd pray at his grave, so his soul would be at peace.
So his soul would be at peace, eh?
Exactly.
A bit late for that. His soul is burning in hell.
Oh? Why do you think so?
Because the last executed man I buried was a fucking sorcerer.
What?
You heard me. A sorcerer. When they arrested him, he had an arrow stuck in his head. But he kept on living. It wasn't no fresh wound. It was old, healed. The thing stuck out of his head like a tree branch.
Damn it, friend. You're right. He was a sorcerer. I have to see his grave, or you'll all be in danger.
I knew it, the fucker.
If I don't stab him through the heart with a stake, he could rise from his grave.
With a stake? Fuck. We only cut his head off.
Then he could still come back. He has to be impaled with a blessed stake.
Christ. The grave is under the big willow next to the cemetery wall.
Thanks. I'll take care of it now. Oh, shit. It's him. Yeah. Phew. I've got it.
Oh well. Now just this.
I'm looking for Pasha. Have you seen him around here?
You must be that good Samaritan, helping us out with our little matter.
Maybe. And who are you?
They call me Hare. I've been waiting here for you. Pasha had to return to the camp. He's got duties to attend to. Leadership duties. See?
I get it.
So, do you have it? Did you find the arrow?
Of course. I'll keep my promises.
All right. Show it to me.
Well, why not? Here it is.
Sweet Mother Mary. I never thought I'd see it with my own eyes.
I'll be happy to give it to you, but not for free.
I know. Pasha promised you a reward, but I don't have any money for you. I was supposed to wait for you here and take you to the camp. Pasha will pay you there.
Well, that's a shame. I was thinking it was too easy. Well, let's go then, eh?
Hey, where did you find it? I mean, where is Karel buried?
In Sedlets. There's a big willow tree near the cemetery. He's buried beneath it. What, do you want to put flowers on his grave?
I'd like to, but there's no time. Pasha has big plans with the arrow, so I reckon we'll start robbing again soon. I'm worried what will come of it.
What are Pasha's plans?
Robbing on a grand scale. Well, he's not like Karel. Pasha wants gold, booze, ores. Most of all, revenge. I'm afraid it'll end badly.
If he believes the arrow will protect him, he might try to do something too dangerous.
Aye, and he'll take us all with him. For a few groschen, or because of some fucking vengeance. One by one, we'll end up swinging. I don't know what to do. I don't want to go back there. Hey, listen, let's talk.
What's going on?
Hey, listen up. Pasha mustn't get the arrow. If you give it to him, well, you'll be killing us all. The man doesn't know when to stop. He'll drag us on raids we won't come back from.
What do you suggest?
Give me the arrow. I don't have any coin to pay you for it, but you'll be doing the right thing. You'll save a few good men from certain death.
You're the same bunch, aren't you? Why shouldn't Pasha have it?
Because if he gets his hands on it, he'll kill us all.
What kind of nonsense is that?
It's the truth. Pasha isn't like Karel. Karel was like an holy man. He preached like a priest. He kept talking about humility, about how we only need a little to live. He always said, an humble life can be a good life.
He sounds like a good man. A shame.
He was. Pasha, on the other hand, well, he's different. He keeps babbling about how we'll have mountains of gold just as soon as he gets his hands on the arrow, and how he'll take revenge on all those who did him wrong. Well, he's like a madman. I'm afraid he'll drag us into something that'll have us all swinging.
That's the risk of being a bandit, though. It can cost you your neck.
So it is. But I'm not going to hang just because Pasha wants his vengeance.
If I give it to you, what will you do with it?
I'll go somewhere far away and start my own gang. I don't need mountains of gold or revenge like Pasha. We'll be happy with a little and we'll have a good life. Like with Karel, and the arrow will help us.
I'll give you the arrow, but only if you promise me you'll stop robbing people and find honest work.
I could lie to you, but I'll be honest. I was born a thief, and I'd like to die as one too. I couldn't handle being cooped up in some workshop all day or shoveling shit on a farm. I want to start my own gang, and for that I need the arrow.
In that case, I can't give it to you.
I was worried this would happen. Look at it this way. We're all alone. Here, nobody'll hear you scream. So, either you give me the arrow, or I'll take it from you.
Take a good look at me. Do you think you stand a chance? We both know perfectly well how that would turn out.
It wouldn't be my first fight.
But it'll be your last. I don't want to kill you, but if you leave me no other choice, I'll do it.
I won't go back to the camp. Pasha will lead us all to hell.
Go where you want. But the arrow stays with me.
Oh, shit!
Ka! Ka! I'm feeling a bit peckish. Go! Go! Quick! Go! Whoa! I found your Karel. He's buried in Sedlets.
Glory to the Lord. And the arrow? Do you have it?
I do. And I'll tell you, getting it was weird. Never done anything like it.
See? You felt it too? It's a powerful artifact, and its power will save us. Where's Hare? I left him to wait at the Devil's Den, so he'd lead you here.
I've no idea where he is. I didn't see him.
That's just like him. Can't be relied on. That young fool thinks he's got the wisdom of Solomon, but he'll come crawling back. He'll be hungry, and then I'll deal with him. But back to the task at hand. Give me the arrow.
Here it is.
That's the one. Incredible. I can feel the power. It really is the one. Lord, thank you for this gift. We'll do great things with it.
I'm glad you like it. Now, what about my reward?
Hold on, lad. We're not done yet. Back then, it was me that picked the arrow and shot it. First, it seemed like an accident. But it was the hand of God that guided me. Through this arrow, our Lord sent down incredible power to one of his flock. And now, it's my turn! Just like Karel before me, now I'll receive the blessing of our Heavenly Father.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Today, it will be you who blesses me with the arrow, friend, and we'll never go hungry again.
Wait, you want me to shoot you in the head?
Don't be afraid. No, it will endow me with great power, and then I'll lead my companions to abundance and plenty.
If it's really what you want, I'll shoot you.
Don't think of it as shooting. I want your arm to be guided by the arm of our Lord, who shall bless me this day. You shall be his servant.
All right, then.
Here's the crossbow. I'm ready.
Eat something.
Glory to Pasha!
Glory to Pasha! Arrow! 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 Shoot!
Fire!
The arrow killed him. We're done for.
Did you enjoy content like this? Be sure to check out the channel and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.